Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Annalise and today is a very exciting video because we are bringing back the DIYs. I used to do DIYs on my channel all the time. I'm talking one every week, if not two, because I loved them. But as time went on, my channel kind of drifted away from that and into a different fashion sector. But recently I saw a comment from one of you guys suggesting that I take all of my bad quality clothes that I've bought from like Wish, Zaful, all those kind of places and transform them into really cool outfits that I would like to wear. So that is what today's video is. I have 4 clothing items. 2 are from Wish, 1 is from Fashion Nova, and 1 is from Zaful. And they are all clothing items from previous videos that just were not good quality. They weren't my style, weren't at all what I expected to receive, and they have just sat in my room for months. So I thought it would be really fun to DIY them and upcycle them into some really cool clothes that I personally would like to wear. And yes, don't you worry, they are all very glamorous and extra DIYs. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright you guys, the first DIY slash upcycling project we are gonna do today is taking 2 Wish items that I really dislike and never use and turning them into one that I will hopefully love. So I'm gonna be taking these heels from my Wish high heel haul and this dress from my lowest rated items on Wish video. In that video I actually really liked the dress, but after looking back at it, I'm not gonna wear it out because it's a little bit tacky, I think. So instead, I'm gonna combine these 2 items to hopefully make a really cute pair of sparkly knee-high boots. So let's get into it. Alright, the first thing I have done is I've gone ahead and sticky taped up all of the black edges around this snakeskin part because I'm gonna take this outside and spray paint it black, because with what I'm planning to do, this snakeskin part poking through really won't look cute. So we're gonna head outside and spray paint that black. So to spray paint these, I'm actually using this spray on color change that's specifically meant for shoes, just that way it sticks on a lot better. Okay, so these have been spray painted black, as you can see. So I'm now gonna leave these outside to fully dry before I move on to the next step. Okay, so the shoes are all painted. I left them out for quite a while just to ensure they were really dry. But now we are going to take some scissors and cut off all of this front part because I think that's what I really don't like about this shoe. So we're going to cut all of this off on both of the heels. So let's do that. So obviously you want to cut as close down there as possible, and I have some fabric scissors, so these are going to just be so much easier to cut through. See how easy that was? With normal scissors I would really have to like hack at it, but since these are specifically made for fabric, it's so much easier. Ta-da! These are what they look like all cut off, and the shoe is starting to come together. So I do have a bit of like spray paint on here from when I spray painted the shoes. I'm gonna leave that on there because it's gonna be covered up by the dress anyway. But if you are concerned, if you have anything like this happen when you're spray painting, just use some nail polish remover and it comes right off. That's what I did when it got all over my nails when I was spray painting, so trust me, it works. So next we have to measure out what part of the dress we want to cut out and glue on to these shoes. So I'm going for like a knee-high sparkly kind of boot, so I know I definitely want to use the sleeves. So I'm just going to pop the shoe right inside here, roughly where I want it, to mark out how much of the dress I want to cut off. Okay, so I know this looks crazy, but this is actually where I want the shoe to be placed. So it's just in like the armpit area, because that way it can have this nice long knee-high rhinestone sheer part, and then on the toe it'll be covered in rhinestones and all up here too. So now taking my scissors, I'm just going to cut around this section here. But one tip I have when you're doing any sort of cutting, always cut out more than you think you'll need, because it is so much easier to cut it off later than to try and like fix it when you haven't cut off enough. So let's cut it off. I'm so excited. Alright, so this is what we are left with. It still looks a little bit crazy. So now that I've cut it out and I know that I have plenty of fabric, I'm just going to go around and trim those edges to make it nice and neat. So now this is all cut out. It is time to take some glue and glue it all down on the bottom here. So I'm using E6000 glue, but if you, I know it's like quite a strong glue, so if you don't want to use that, some fabric glue, or this is like gemstone glue, anything like that will do, but this is just the strongest and I really don't want this to fall off. So let's get gluing. That was the last step and I just finished off the heels and I'm so happy with how they look. So, are you guys ready to see them? Let me show you. Ta-da! These are what the heels look like. So, I know I said I wanted them to be knee-high, but they kind of look a bit strange like that. So, instead, I folded them down to look like this. This is what they look like when they're rolled all the way up. They kind of look a little bit strange, I think, although anytime I don't like something, you guys seem to like it. So maybe you'll like these up like this. I am so happy with them. They kind of look like little booties and they are very like a sequiny and extra. But if we do a quick side by side of the before and after, considering this was literally like such an ugly pair of shoes and a dress, I think these turned out so well and I am so happy with them. The next DIY or upcycling project that we are gonna do is this dress that I bought from Zaful. It was from my lowest rated items on Zaful video and it was a hot mess. I hated the dress so much. It's just sat in a bag in my room ever since I bought it. So I thought today I would take this dress and turn it into a two-piece where the skirt is covered in feathers. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is to cut the dress in half, obviously, because we're making it into a two-piece. So this dress already has an open back on it, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut right along the other side, just that way it is all nice and consistent. Ta-da! We now have a two-piece. Now, don't mind this cutting, it is disgusting, mainly because the material just kind of ripped because it's so thin. So now with a needle and thread, I'm just going to sew it under like that. That way we have a nice clean edge. So let's do that. Alrighty, so this is what the skirt looks like. It is now a skirt and not a dress, and this is where the fun part comes in. We are now going to take a bunch of feathers and glue them on to this dress to make it like a little chicken butt, all very glamorous and extra. I bought these like garlands of feathers just at my local craft store. As you can see, it's in like a circle. So I'm now just gonna glue these little garlands all on to the skirt and we'll be left with a very extra two-piece. So let's do it. I am so excited. So I'm just going to apply a strip of fabric glue all along this trimming up here. You could totally just do this singularly with feathers, but that would just take an eternity. So that is why when I saw that this had the little ribbon garland, I was like, perfect. That is exactly what I need. So now I'm just going to add the little garland right onto the skirt. And then obviously press it down so that glue really has time to go all in. Then I'm just going to continue to do that on all of the front. I'm actually not going to do the back of the skirt just because all of the other feather skirts that I own follow that design, and it means that if you're wearing it you can sit down and not worry about completely ruining the feathers on the back. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. I think it's just best because in case you accidentally sit in something, or not even if you sit in something, over time they would just be squashed, so it's just the best technique to do. But if you want to cover the back in feathers as well, you can totally do that. It's up to you. Alright, so we now have this skirt completely covered in feathers, so I'm just going to leave it to dry for about an hour and then we get to try it on and see how it looks. Okay, are you guys ready to see how the two-piece turned out? Because it is very extra, very cute, and I am so keen to show you guys. So here it is. Ta-da! This is what the dress now looks like. This gorgeous two-piece with the feather skirt. I am so happy with how this turned out. Like, so happy. As I said, I never ever wore that other dress, but now it is this groovy little two-piece that is so glam. I'm gonna be rocking it all the time. Also, I feel like I'll wear this skirt just separately as well because it's like, you know, so cute and extra. But of course, the back has nothing on it because I want to be able to sit down. I still want to be able to live my life. Look glam, but still live my life, you know? And I'm just very proud of this cute little feather skirt. And it was so simple to make, so cheap to make. And it just goes to show that sometimes you don't need to buy new clothes. You just have to reimagine your old ones. I'm actually going out later this week, so maybe I'll wear this. It's like to a dinner type thing, and this could be the perfect little fit, so we shall see. This next DIY is also from Wish, but it is a lot more simple. So I bought this dress for my lowest rated items on Wish video, and it was just kind of awkward and ill-fitting. It kind of looks like a swimsuit underneath the dress. So I'm instead going to cut it and turn it into a bodysuit, because I think as a bodysuit, it would be gorgeous. So let's do it. So I've just laid out the dress, and down here you can see I've put in a few pins. So now taking my trusty scissors, I'm going to cut all of the like sheer material off all up the front here. Ta-da! We are now left with a bodysuit instead of that gross ass dress. So now I'm gonna take a needle and thread and just sew up all of here. That way it just looks nicer and is a lot more wearable. And then we will be done. So let's sew it up. And ta-da! That's literally all done. So let's try this on and see how this quick and easy DIY looks. And ta-da! This is what it looks like as a bodysuit. This is the completed look, and I love it. It definitely looks so much cuter than that like gross dress from before, and I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot more because it's so much easier to style, as you can see here. So I am so happy with how this quick little Wish DIY turned out. Alright, the last DIY that I'm going to do today is actually really simple, but I thought it would be a good one to show you guys that like you really can upcycle and DIY any of your clothes. You just need that little bit of imagination. So I got this dress in, I can't remember which one, but it was one of my Fashion Nova videos, and the second I put it on, it ripped, and it also just really didn't suit me. Off the shoulder tops or like strapless tops don't suit me very well. I say as I'm wearing a strapless top, I know, but this outfit I really like, but as a whole they don't suit me very well. So I thought I would take this dress with the rip in it and turn it into a cute two-piece that also is like a tank top with straps. But trust me, it is going to be so simple, and I was really proud of this idea. So hopefully you guys like it and are able to use it on your dresses too. So let's upcycle this next dress. Okay, so we have the dress laid out. I know it looks a little bit strange like this, but it's because it's like really stretchy material, so it stretches out. But the first thing we're going to do is to obviously cut it to turn it into a two-piece. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I think about here I'm going to cut all along there. Alright, now that this is a two-piece, same with the other two-piece DIYs we've done, I'm going to fold all of the edges over, and I think I'm going to sew them down. You could totally glue it too, it's up to you, but I think I'm going to sew them down just so it leaves that nice clean edge. It's in this next step where the like DIY upcycling part comes in. So we are going to take the sleeves and sew them onto the back like so that this will be like a little tank top strap. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it's going to work. So I'm just going to take this and sew it on the back. So as you can see, I have folded the sleeves around and glued them. I glued them because I don't have the right colored thread to match this, so I just used some strong fabric glue, and that seems to be working. So these will be our new sleeves, and I know it looks crazy. Trust me, I know it does, but wait till you see it on. It's gonna look great. But that is the final step, so let me show you guys what it looks like on. And ta-da! This is what it looks like. See, I told you guys, you just had to bear with me and the sleeves would turn out okay. So from that kind of unflattering and ill-fitting dress, we now have this cute little two-piece set that I think could be great just for like casual days, even in the summer as well. I think it would be such a cute outfit. So I'm very happy with how this turned out, especially because it was so simple. This took me about 20 minutes in total, drying time of the glue included. So it was very quick and easy, and I am so happy with how this turned out. I'm very happy with all these DIYs when actually I expected at least 2 to fail, and they all worked. So I am very, very happy with how this all turned out. And those are all of the DIYs. I hope you guys enjoyed them and that you could see how easy it really is to take an old clothing item that you haven't worn in a while and upcycle it into something new and fabulous. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I upload new videos every single week. And if you want to see more of my face, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. My links are down below and on the screen right now. And if you want to see a part 2 of this, definitely let me know because I'm constantly doing hauls on my channel and they don't always go as planned. A lot of the items I donate or give away to friends, but if you guys are interested in seeing a part 2 of this, I could definitely start saving some to make a DIY round 2. So let me know. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!